You are now listening to The Block with your host, Stephanie Love, and yours truly, Black, on KoolaRadio.com. Let's go.
Blah, blah. Everything is everything for Sheezy. Blah, blah. Probably done it all, homie, believe me. Blah, blah. We made the impossible look easy. But Sheezy, I'll never leave my block. My niggas need me.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. We're here again. Thank you. Blizzardy Black.
What was that?
Wasn't getting any response. So, all right. So thank you guys for tuning into The Block. Here we are again, episode 42.
We almost at 52.
Despite some of our cancellations and we had to alter the show a little bit, hey, we're going to keep it pushing because this is The Block and we just know how to do things, right?
Jeez.
So,
Yeah.
I want to say I hope everyone had a happy Father's Day.
I'm mad at you. You
last
didn't
week.
tell me Happy Father's Day.
It's a lot of people that didn't get told
Happy Father's Day, Black.
Don't take it. I told y'all on the
Appreciate it,
show.
bro.
I was the first who told y'all last Saturday, right? Okay, thank you. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about how you stop giving a fuck and stop seeking approval. We're gonna talk about that later. Okay.
Okay.
Fly shit. So y'all stay tuned.
I'm
I'm
good
gonna
with
put
that.
y'all on some new shit. We're gonna step it up a little bit. I got some great topics. Some sad ones, some funny ones, but we got enough things to talk about today. This week, it's been a couple of weeks since it's been just Blizzardy Black and I, but we're gonna carry this thing out. I have my mimosa with me. I made super producer one.
I was going to ask you if that was a mimosa or
yes,
just
it
orange juice in
is.
a fancy glass.
It is a mimosa. It is the ingredients left over from the ladies' room. Last week,
we go with the shameless
we
plugs again.
did Booed Up on the ladies' room, and we had a drink of the week called Kinky, and pretty much,
Who was that made by?
I don't know.
You don't know who it was made by?
No, but it's made with vodka, coconut, pineapple, and lime. It was very good. It's a cocktail that didn't even need to be mixed. So if you're not great at mixing cocktails, go pick up you some Kinky. You can drink it during the day. You can drink it at night. Either way it go, you're going to get Kinky.
Wait a minute.
Oh, this ain't love and sex yet.
This ain't love and sex.
So I
What
want to
the
give a
ladies
shout
doing?
out to all the listeners that are tuning in. Remember to share. We're streaming live on VillaKoolaRadio.com. Also YouTube, Twitch, and your one and only Facebook. It's about to go down, so turn your phones down. I'm not y'all, but us. Don't turn y'all phones down. Hey, Mom. Hey, Angela. Please share.
Can I see your phone for a second?
Damn, you asking for too much.
Well, you see how my phone looks. I need to
So,
look at your phone and see
guys,
where the shit is. So
we,
I can share.
Remember, I don't know what I'm telling. Oh, next week, I want to give a shout out to our guests that were on the show last week. Washed, Jared Couch, and Corey Pratt. I still am on a high from last week. That was one of our biggest interviews that we had. But guys, if you're not doing anything this coming Thursday, June 28th, tune in to the Wash series. Come out to the Angelica Theater. I believe it starts at 7 p.m. Tickets are $13.50. It is a series that is Dallas based. It's very good. If you did not tune in to last week's show, it is a series that is geared towards people who turn 30 and they're trying to find their niche in life, what they want to do. But it's very good, very comical, very relatable. So go check it out. But then you can also visit the washseries.com and get a little bit more information on that. So shout out to all of them. Shout out to Moses and D Forbes. I got y'all in the next coming weeks. We'll get you rescheduled. But I do appreciate you guys
Shout out to your mama for calling me Black.
Black.
Like
Yeah.
she spelled
Shout
the
out to
color
Mom.
and then my name.
Shout out to my mom, mentoring and restoring families, sponsored the Ladies Room Drink Special. So I am elated. Shout out to Angie, my cousin Angela. She sponsored the Ladies Room. She does my decor for the Ladies Room every week. So ladies, guys, if you're looking for decorations for a party, wedding, anything, graduation, Angie's Touch on Instagram. Go to Instagram and look up Angie's, Angies Touch, and check her out. She's very crafty. Then I gotta give a shout out. I'm sorry, shameless plugs, but hey.
To the ladies in the ladies' room.
JoJo Nelson, Uncle JoJo. If you guys don't know who Uncle JoJo is by now, he is the one who gives out love deposits. He will be giving out a love deposit next Sunday. July 1st, guys, tune in to VillaCoolaRadio.com. Also, Uncle JoJo Radio will be giving out. He has $1,000 allocated to give out to the community. So you're going to want to call in. The number that you call in is at the bottom of our screen. Go ahead and write it down. Make a note. July 1st. That's rent. 5 o'clock. You might be short $100 on your rent. You might need gas for the week to get to an interview. You may need groceries around the first of the month. It's really hard. So you're going to want to tune in to Uncle JoJo Radio, July 1st, 5 p.m., VillaCoolaRadio.com. And call in and get your love deposit. Don't be ashamed.
So can I call in?
One moment. I want to shout out. I'm thinking about calling in too. So call in. I want to give a shout out to JoJo because JoJo sponsored and had food catered to the ladies' room. I got only 2 wings, but everybody else ate. So that's what matters.
Look.
I think the men ate more than the ladies did.
You on the block.
Okay.
You done plugged this. You done shameless plug the ladies' room 15 times.
Well, I got viewers on the ladies' room on the block too. So.
Well, shout out to the ladies' room.
I got 2 jobs.
Shout out to the block.
Shout out to the block. That was a long intro. I'm very, very sorry. But let's go ahead and jump into this first topic.
Which is sad.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, but I didn't really know who he was.
I didn't either. I mean, I heard his name before, but I don't know any of his music. I can't sing not a verse.
What I'm trying to figure out is, and maybe somebody can help me, how do we say his name? Do I say XX extension or triple extentation? Like, what is his name?
I thought it was extension, but with the ION, so extension.
I'm thinking it's extension, or you could go extension.
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 Well, we're going to figure it out. But extension is dead at 20, guys. He was shot in South Florida. The 20-year-old rapper was shopping for motorcycles in South Florida, and as he was leaving the motorcycle dealership, a gunman ran up to his vehicle and shot him.
Did you see the video?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So they got video of this?
Yeah.
No, well, they don't have video of him actually getting shot, but they have the video of the aftermath. You know, people gather around and shit like that and turn the phones on.
So Triple X, which is what I'm gonna call him, he was in his share of feuds, but as far as we know, there were no fights between him and anyone else. He was facing serious legal troubles. I found out that Triple X was facing more than a dozen felony charges. The most recent one is he was awaiting trial for domestic violence against his pregnant girlfriend. He actually beat her so bad that she went blind in one eye.
Oh, damn.
And prosecutors have accused him for witness tampering. Triple X was also on house arrest, but recently the judge let him out so that he could tour. And also he was, come to find out, he was a well-respected artist. A lot of people looked up to him. For him to be 20, there was a lot of older, legendary artists who really looked up to this guy.
And
people like Kanye.
I heard some shit like he was going down a bad path, but he had made.
He was trying, yeah. So to piggyback off of that, I found out that weeks before he died, he bought family members' homes. He began to start giving to the less fortunate. So he was trying to change his life around. Well, Triple X also, his music was, to me, from what I researched, he talked a lot about suicide. At one point in his career, it was a time where they thought he was supposedly dead. people thought he was dead from a video, but come to find out, he came out with a video, with a live, and stated that he was just doing that for a video. So a lot of people thought that this particular incident was a hoax. It's still people out there thinking he's not dead. They're also saying that this is the new Tupac era. And so I want to piggyback off of that, because they're saying that this is a conspiracy.
He's not dead.
To do this to get away from all the trouble he was facing. So he wanted to stage a death so that he could start over his life, which I don't think I even think that Tupac's dead.
Well, I mean, I feel you, but like, if he's staging a death, why? Like, in the era of the cell phone, it's kind of hard to do that.
Stage your death.
Yeah, in public. You know what I'm
agree.
saying? Like, it wasn't just one person around, and he might have. There is a slim possibility, but I don't think that that's the case at all.
No, and I agree. I don't even think this can meet up to the standards. I think that after this week, after the funeral, we will be done talking about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of baffled at how much attention it's getting because he was not like known by the masses. So that's why I'm trying to find the angle.
He was known by the masses, but I think he was known in the younger generation.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because I've seen his name before, and I've ignored the shit out of it. I didn't know who he was. I never heard his music. His music wasn't
it's
on.
a lot of teenagers who are hurt by his death. They're actually out there looting and causing, breaking in, just like causing a big scene. The kids are. There's kids even going live stating that they don't know how they can go on without him. Celebrities are even posting, like Tammy Rivera, who is married to Waka Flocka. Her daughter is on an emotional roller coaster this week because of this particular rapper's death. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is something that we do need to talk to our kids about, because this death is affecting them. Maybe like Tupac's death affected you guys when y'all were younger.
But that's what.
Don't act like
shots fired.
Don't act like you wasn't around when Tupac died.
I was a baby.
No, you wasn't. You
How
older
old
than
was
me.
I?
You was like
he died in '96.
Yeah, you were like 8 or 9.
I was born in '86.
So you were 10
years
10
old
when he died.
I remember it, and I'm younger than you. So,
but that's what baffles me. That's why I'm so dumbfounded. He cannot be put in the same category as a Tupac.
I agree.
On any level.
I will say this though. I found out about him through London. London showed me a video, and he hung a white boy in his video.
Yeah.
And I can see the comparisons with Biggie and Tupac, because the kids loved him. You know what I'm saying? And he talked about death and suicide so much, just like Biggie and Pac. You know what I'm saying? So it's a comparison.
What he talks about in death, is this really someone that we should want our kids to listen to? Because with everything that goes on with our kids, with the shootings in the school, the suicides, if this is the music that they're listening to, like, this is a time where parents need to start.
You can say that, but we listen to Biggie, and one of his songs was Suicidal Thoughts. I mean, that was one of the best songs that I like. Tupac talk about that. So I hear what you're saying, but
it's and to me, it's more of a realization thing, as far as Biggie and Tupac talked about a whole lot of realistic shit, like shit that was actually going on. And if he was talking about suicide, it's because he didn't thought about it, but instead of doing it, he went and, put it into the music, and that's how, he got off. I can't say got off, but you know what I'm trying to say. And so with that being said, like, no, we don't want our kids to listen to shit talking about suicide and death. But if it's realistic, maybe that suicidal song is something that a kid needs to hear on some shit like they feeling down and they feeling like they just can't take life no more and they want to kill themselves and they hear this song and they decide, you know what, I can do better. I don't have to go through this shit. I don't have to kill myself. I can move on. Like, sometimes it can be inspirational. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it tells you're not the only one that's going through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of times, a lot of people think that they are the only ones that's going through this shit.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen to anybody else but me.
Yeah, and you see a rapper who is talking about the same thing that you're experiencing. Yeah, you're gonna latch on to him. You gonna
and he's a lot better off in life than you are at this point. Yeah. So yeah, it's like, damn. Well, if this person has millions of dollars and they think about killing themselves, but they decided not to, why the fuck should I? Right. I can get where this person is.
I agree.
If not through rapping, it can be through painting, through like whatever. I don't know why the fuck painting came up in my mind.
Painting is good for the soul,
and
just like reading.
And that's one perspective. And you also have the other side of it. You might have some feeble-minded kids that think that all of this stuff is real and I should do the same thing to get to where this person has gotten. And I don't think that's a good idea.
And yeah, there's that. There's that. But
because then we'll have a bunch of suicidal
kids
on our hands.
Exactly. If this is someone that they're idolizing.
But at this point, we already have a lot of suicidal kids on our hands.
But don't you think it might be because they're idolizing people who are making music?
But listening
like
to this dude, you now have, if you didn't before, you have everything laid out.
Okay,
to
well, you know
kill
what?
yourself.
I'm gonna take a step back because I haven't heard any of his music.
And a music to do it to. You know, you can listen to him while you slitting your wrist.
There was a video that he had, and I forgot what song, but he had a rope, like you're getting ready to lynch a nigga, you know, and he had two kids facing it. Why would you want to portray that when you know that your audience are kids?
Right. Not only, I didn't know that he was hanging white people in his video.
That was the video. He hung a little white boy.
That might not be a good thing to do in America, you know.
but it was more of a message.
So now my question is, who shot you?
Already.
Well,
and when did you write that song?
Who shot you?
There is an update. A guy has been arrested, and he has been charged with first-degree murder without premeditation.
Right, and I'm glad you brought that up because I was reading an article on him. Shouts out to Roderick's Logic. They covered this a little bit yesterday, so we kind of talked about it. And so afterwards, I read. So, a matter of fact, it was last night. You sent me the article, and it said, forget where I'm going. Oh, with the guy that he took off with a Gucci bag or something like that.
Oh yeah, he stole his Gucci bag.
Right, so it's supposed to be like quote unquote robbery, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that still ends up turning into murder.
Well, yeah.
Both of them are felonies.
Okay. And it's being said that there were other suspects, but as of right now, they only have him, which, hey, don't drop the soap.
Fuck a shooter, I'm my own shooter. That's messed up.
You know. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and jump into a quick commercial break. I believe that there's some minor technical difficulties, so bear with us. You know, internet. There's some unforeseen things that go on. So we're going to go to a commercial break, regroup, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Remember to continue to share this live feed and invite your friends and tell your friends to get with our friends so we can all be
friends. How many of us have them? You already know you listening to The Block with your boy Black on VillaCoolRadio.com.
Are we still?
Did it drop?
A positive vibe will push you to truly strive, push you beyond the limits you set for yourself inside. Positive thinking complete with positive word. The brokenness in the hood, me and you must repair. My only enemy is negative energy. It's like a sickness, but PVO is the remedy. We stay awoke and never ignore the obvious. I'm selling hope. When you see me, you know it's positive.
Good afternoon, hustlers. This your boy Roger Rose. Be sure to check out Roger's Logic album review every Friday live from 1 to 2 on Facebook.com on the Hip Hop Across the Board fan page. You can also check it out on KooLaRadio.com. You can also check that thing out on YouTube. We about to dig into these Dallas albums and we're gonna rate them on the 5 mic scale. It's about to get real interesting. Holla at your boy.
Love from the block. Be sure to catch me and my co-host Blizzity Black every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch us live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and also your one and only KooLaRadio.com. Every week we're sure to provide you with raw, hilarious, and uncut discussions and also exclusive interviews from local artists. Class is now dismissed. That was good.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Check her out on Facebook at LTurner88, on Instagram at Lisa Turner, or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com. Insider for all my ladies.
What's up, world? You're listening to Villa, KooLaRadio.com. Tell your friends.
Hey guys, we're back. Shout out to all my listeners that are tuned in. Shout out to Koya Love, my girl Koya Love. Shout out to Mashmo Monday. Shout out to Chef Jay. Chef Jay has some great tea that he just got an opportunity. Yeah, he makes sweet tea. And his sweet tea just hit Walmart stores. So shout out to Chef Jay, who is my second father. So love you much. Hope your recovery is going smoothly. But we're going to go ahead and jump into our next discussion. Guys, now I know you make sweet tea at home. Oh, wow. But do you really, like when you go to restaurants, how much do you really trust those people who are making your food, you know, mixing your drinks? Do you really, really trust them? Or do you have that thought in the back of your mind, like, what did these motherfuckers do?
Well, I mean, I know because I'm in the industry.
Don't tell me.
No. What I will tell you is that it's a bad perception that restaurants have from people who've never worked in a restaurant. But for the most part, people don't do shit to your shit. Like, on some shit like, if they drop your shit on the ground, they'll
I
pick
don't
you
know.
another one. Most of the time, though. Like, most of the time.
Well.
Now, I mean, there is a small percentage.
Well, look at here. Look what happened. A woman was fired from Raising Cane after being caught on video stirring her iced tea with her arms.
What an arm?
With her arm. It seems like nowhere is safe to eat these days after another fast food restaurant has gone viral for some foolery. So we're going to play a clip real quick. They thought it was funny to go live, and then I'll tell you the outcome. All right, so as you see, She took her arm and literally stirred the tea with her arm. That is the tea that got served to I don't know how many people that day. But in Missouri, she has been fired after the video of the woman stirring the restaurant's iced tea with her arm went viral. The employee and another female are heard laughing before she poured the tea into the chicken restaurant's dispenser. The caption of the video, when they posted it on social media, kids are dumb these days. But who is raising these peons? It said, "Don't drink tea from Cane's. She's trifling because we don't care no more." Raising Cane's officials have since apologized for the disturbing video and say the employee involved has been fired and that they are launching a full investigation into the incident. So yeah, so she said she was fed up and that's what she wanted to do. Can you imagine how much chicken crumbs and flour went into that tea? And then, like I said, ain't no telling how many people. Ugh.
Talk about sticking foot in it. She put her whole arm in that bit.
Gives a new meaning to back ends and elbows.
Right.
So, okay, so my question is, because I've thought of when I've gotten fed up with a job, there's some things that, I didn't do anything. Oh, okay. But there are some things that have crossed my mind. Like, for instance, there's some times when I've had a bad day. Like, I hope when I come back to this motherfucker tomorrow that it's just burned down to the ground. But why don't I burn it down?
Right.
No. So my question is,
gas leaks do happen.
Have you ever had a thought of doing something when you were fed up?
Yes.
And if so, what? What are some things that has crossed your mind that...
And don't tell us where you work at,
It's actually, well, I'm not going to tell you where I work, but there's actually something that I have done when I got fed up. And,
tell us what profession you're in.
I'm in the food service industry.
Good one. Come on, tell us.
It wasn't where it would fuck up the masses, right? I literally threw a plate at a customer and took out my apron to fight him.
Oh.
Because I was fed up with how he was handling me and my staff, because I was a manager at the time.
But you've never done anything to anybody's food. Do you have knowledge of anyone doing anything to anybody's?
I do have
like
knowledge.
What?
Like,
spitting?
No, not spitting. Like dropping their shit on the ground
and picking it up
and putting it on the plate.
Now I'm gonna tell you this incident. My very first job I had back in the day in high school was with Brahms. Okay. Brahms. My very first job. I was like 15, 16, whatever. And I wasn't mad. Kinda. I wasn't really mad.
I wasn't mad. Kinda. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
But what happened was, okay, so it's closing time. You know how people roll up right at closing time.
Oh, that's the worst.
Well, I'm on the grill. I had already shut the grill down, started scraping the stuff and cleaning it up, and here comes somebody wanting a burger. So I had also just thrown the extra burgers in the trash.
Okay.
So instead of firing that grill back up, I just got that. I mean, it was right there on top, so it didn't go down or nothing. Like, it was right there on top.
And you know what? And that could be a thing, because
be a thing.
Listen, let me tell you.
Hell no.
Because I've seen a whole pot of shit fall on the ground, and one dude went to go pick it up and put it in the trash. He said, no.
Are you?
Grab the stuff that's on top. We can save it. It didn't touch the ground.
Exactly. That was my thinking. It was on top. So
and y'all were making this seem like y'all were trying to justify it.
It wasn't right.
It was
I'm not trying to justify it. It was wrong.
It was like it was in the trash.
It was
on the ground.
You're right.
And so that, you know what I do when I go to restaurants, this is how I determine if I'm gonna be nice.
Don't ask for no fucking plastic.
I look at their floors. Their floors tell me what type of restaurant they are.
What?
It does. It does.
Have you been to Waffle House?
I don't like, so I wouldn't fuck with anybody. I would just come in there. I would be kind.
always be kind.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, you
I would
might
be
wanna
real
be kind.
kind.
You might
Like
want to
Even when they done messed up.
even when
I'm
they mess
still
up,
polite.
I'm
yeah.
kind
They got to
because
go
their
back.
florists tell me that if my shit accidentally drop,
Uh-huh.
they're 9 times out of 10 just gonna pick it up
Already.
because they ain't take the time to mop,
Yeah.
get the floors all
Yeah.
spiffy. So that's just something that I look at when I go to places and I eat.
Look, I'm gonna tell you that, like, realistically, like, most of the time you're okay. Like, most of the time, people have integrity that work in restaurants. You kind of have to, especially if you're working off of tips, because, like, if you don't have integrity, like, somebody's taking your tips, or, you know, that is funny. That's funny.
I thought about doing something like that to a boyfriend before.
Oh, damn.
Putting X-lax.
X-lax.
Yeah.
That's a whole different topic there.
Yeah, that's a whole.
Man, they would never
Oh, you
know.
think you going out tonight?
But
Wait
nah,
till
for the
the-
most part, people are cool. Like, even when we mad at you, we might go to the back and cuss your ass out. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to be nice to you, even though you're not being nice to us. You know what I'm saying? Don't really fuck with your food, for the most part.
Well, thank you, Shallon. She says I served you before, and I try to be real kind because I just have this thing that what goes on in that kitchen, I don't know, but I want them to remember when they're making Stephanie Love's plate. She's out there. She's kind. She's beautiful. She's smart.
All right, you pushing
she's
it.
important, and I want them to fix my plate with love.
They gonna serve you a motherfucking chocolate pie straight off the hill.
So thank you, Shallon. Shallon was very, very sweet. I was in and out. I loved it. My food didn't even taste like it was dropped on the floor.
Well, it never does. It never does. I'm letting you know. It never does.
Oh, shit. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go into some fly shit. And I told y'all I had a good one today.
It's the block, and this is that fly shit.
We just some young fly niggas.
All right, guys. So this week on Fly Shit, for those who are tuned in who may not know what Fly Shit is, I see some new viewers. But Fly Shit is where we tell women and men like you and I how to be better, how to evolve, how to
Be fly.
be fly, and be on your best shit. So this goes to everybody. Everybody can apply this to themselves. How to stop giving a fuck and stop seeking approval.
Interesting.
It's only natural to give a fuck what other people think about you. It's only natural to seek approval of other people, but there are serious consequences, cost of doing so. When you give too many fucks what strangers think about you, you end up feeling insecure in public places. When you seek approval through dating and getting attention from women or men, you end up on an emotional roller coaster that can leave you feeling unworthy and lonely. When you give too many fucks, that's my favorite word, what your family thinks about your career, you end up working a job you don't care about. I'll cover 3 steps you can follow to stop seeking approval so you can free yourself from all the negative emotions that come along with giving too many fucks. Number 1, understand why it doesn't matter. The first step is to understand why it's useless to worry about opinions of other people. Number 2, build a lifestyle that you can be proud of. The fastest way to stop giving a fuck is to start living a life that you can be proud of, regardless of what other people think. And this all starts with strong daily habits. And number 3, catch yourself seeking approval. Even after you structure life around habits and goals that you actually care about, you are still liable to give a fuck what other people think. And you really should catch yourself seeking that approval. Make sure that you're happy is what I say. I tell myself every day, this is what I tell myself every day for the last year. Well, like for the last 6 months. I'm living my best life. And if ain't nobody happy with it, I'm happy with it. And that's all that matters. There had been a long time before that where and I still find myself trying to seek approval and finding out if people really give a fuck like I give a fuck. But hey, news flash to you. I don't give a fuck.
And number four, you leave home with 12 fucks, you come back home with a dozen. Give no fucks.
Give no fucks.
You do what you do.
And
regardless.
there you have it. If you follow these 3 steps, you'll soon be free of giving a fuck what other people think. Understand that it's useless to worry about what other people think because the high of getting their approval never lasts anyways. Build a lifestyle that you can be proud of by practicing hobbies that you are happy at and setting goals that you care about.
It's
Build
funny
the
that
habit
you're saying it like it's typed.
of catching yourself. That's how I type it so I can say it like
Right.
that. Build the habit of catching yourself, seeking approval, accepting it, and then letting it go. And hold on. Sorry. And enjoy the freedom that comes with not giving a fuck and looking only to yourself for approval. And that was your fly shit.
It's the block, and this is that fly shit.
And
All right. Go ahead.
Sorry, shout out to Mila J. In case y'all don't know who Mila J
J.
is, Mila J is Johnny Aiko's sister. She has a song called No Fucks.
She does.
Well, her name is, I thought it was Janae Aiko.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Johnny.
Janae Aiko. That's what I said. That's how I pronounce
And
Janae
there's
Aiko.
actually, I piggyback because there's actually a book that me and my coworkers are at work kind of reading and discussing, and it's called How Not to Give a Fuck. And it's a really good read. It really is. So
That might make me start reading.
yeah, might make it. I might go and get it, and we'll start plugging it in, you know, and helping, you know, just do you. Just do you.
Do you, boo-boo.
Do you,
Do
boo-boo.
you.
That's it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pay some bills again. We're going to go to commercial break.
We're going to
We're going to go
now,
to a
right?
video real quick. Ooh, switching things up. So, guys, in the comments, based on fly shit, how not to give a fuck, let's continue this discussion. Tell me some ways that has helped you not to give a fuck. Go ahead and lit up the comments. We'll be right back. We're going to a quick video.
This is crazy. Hey, Lon, you hear that? Yo. Talking about me, man, I think about God first. Cause he loved me and helped me when I was at my worst. When I was out there in the streets just doing my dirt. When I was in between the sheets getting on bras' nerves. But anyways, I'm looking down a different path. Cause I'm trying to better myself from a difficult past. I'm married now, people tell me it ain't gonna last. Cause the temptation in the world, girls showing they ass. Sets me apart from the rest of man. Not on a higher level, just to where I understand that getting your money up comes secondly within demand. My people just come together, let love take your stand. All the injustice is going on, I know that it's a heavy topic. It keeps on going on like no way that we can stop it. But keep on holding on and someday we'll see our profit. Walk through that door that's open for you, you close it and you lock it. Why this is happening, you ask? It's written in the will. Not only armed forces walk around and shoot to kill. You think copping the peace to keep the peace is keeping it real. You think that it's enough safety to keep foolish people still. Blind eyes read the book, but they never see the words. Deaf ears listen up, but they never hear the words. Not saying I fully have it, I'm just drifting through the curves. From time to time I get stopped up from bumping into the curve. They attacking the mind so viciously, speaking it repetitiously. Nonsense is getting into me, I gotta find a different outlet. Hold up, I think I found it. Speak true with a different mindset. Shine like not even blind yet, so I try to turn it all around. Going up, I'm heaven bound. I'm leaving from this world with the enemy pulling down. Some call it gravity, some call it death defying. It's the same energy, look around, tell me that I'm lying. Dead bodies up in the streets, cruisers all on a roll, unidentified species. And then we got John Doe's moving quick as a rabbit, getting stuck in a foxhole. New religion and new habits feel like a box stroll. Half you musicians in the world don't even have souls. These children having babies wonder why the world is cold. They haven't warmed up to the fact everybody needs help. From your parents most of your friends, but mostly for yourself. Do we even think about the situations going on? Hooting and the hollering, all that carrying on. Our whole justice system just mistreating, being evil. While Trump is up in office, misleading all of the people. Headed in the wrong direction, this rate will never be equal. The world is already ended, we're just waiting for the sequel. It's evil, society got so many problems. We causing more to happen and we just can't solve them. Chemicals in the sky, people telling us lies. They giving us false promises, man, it's hidden in disguise. Subliminal messages telling you to hate your brother. And here we are stealing money from our own mother. Trapped up in the world, man, we can't even get it over. Oh, man. Oh, man.
What's up, world? You're listening to Villa Koola Radio.com. Tell your friends.
All right, people. We're back. Shout out to Jeremy Herndon. Jeremy Herndon always comes with suggestions. I thank you that you look up to the block to where you, you want to hear us talk about. So I'm going to revamp a topic, and we're going to talk about it. Protesters shut down Pittsburgh Highway in search of justice for Antoine Rose. And who is Antoine Rose? Antoine Rose, if you haven't heard of Antoine Rose yet, let me get you caught up, guys. So, Antoine was an unarmed 17-year-old boy who was killed at the hands of the police in Pittsburgh this week. Authorities alleged that he ran away from the police during a traffic stop, which prompted them to shoot him 3 times in the back.
In the back?
Yes. Antoine's story has since made national news, but his city has been unifying to fight for justice in his name. There is a catch to this story. When I was reading it earlier this week, the officer who killed Antoine was only 90 days in of being sworn in to being a police officer.
He was barely out of his probationary period,
right.
huh?
So as of last night, they shut down the highway protesting. They want answers. They want justice. We are here again seeking justice. How do you feel, guys?
I feel like it's bullshit.
Shot in the back.
It's bullshit because in the state of Texas has and I know it wasn't in Texas, but the state of Texas has like the least strict gun laws in the United States. And one of the laws say that if somebody is taking something from you and or on your property, if they're running away, you cannot shoot them. You can only shoot them if they are being aggressive or coming at you. And with that being said, they shot him 3 times in the back while he was running away. So that literally, according to the state of Texas at least, that literally means that that person was not a threat to you. They were trying to get away from you.
You were a threat to him. He felt the need to run for his life. And
you shot him. You didn't tase him. You shot this man 3 times in the back. You thought he was running just to get distance to shoot you? Like, what is the logic behind it is what I don't understand. That's some fucked up shit. I don't understand
how this can be justified. I don't know what the officer could say to us, to Pittsburgh,
I know
to
what
the
he
family.
I didn't give a fuck.
I didn't give a fuck.
No fucks given.
Well, there was a similar case just like this, not even 2 or 3 years ago. Baltimore, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. It may be somewhere else. May have been Baltimore. Black guy was running from the police. He shot him in the back.
I know who you're talking about.
I mean, he stood down and sat there and targeted him and shot him down. He got convicted of that. So, and he was one of the few people,
as he should,
that actually got convicted.
You were supposed to use your weapon if there's an imminent threat towards you. Not just because you have one on your hip and you can use it.
And you want to put somebody down.
Right. Basically. Like you're tired of running, so you just going to shoot this man in the back.
And this guy wasn't even running. He was standing still, and the guy, I guess, they only show you snippets. And so they only show you him running, and the guy just pull up and just, 3, 4, 5 shots right in his back. It's just like, whoa.
And that's that bullshit. Like, there is no way you can justify shooting somebody in the back. You cannot say, "Oh, I thought he was gonna kill me. I thought he was gonna go home to his mom, go grab his AK, and then come back for me. So I shot him in the back." Like what, nigga? You got a taser. You got legs. You can run. You can chase the person.
Got helicopters.
You got everything.
It's a lot.
Like
He's not gonna get away, you know.
And that's, I don't even want to talk.
But this is America, so
This is America.
Black people, wake up! You are in America, and I am the consummate conspiracy
So let me ask you this:
right?
knowing that this is America, and normally these interactions with officers, especially if you are a black man or a black boy, is there something that Antoine, and don't take me wrong when I ask this question, I'm not saying that it's justifiable what the officer did, but knowing that there's really nothing we can do, is there something that Antoine could have done differently to save his life?
Well, I don't know the circumstances. We don't know the circumstances in and around the situation, so we don't know what exactly led up to this or what. So it's difficult in each situation to kind of point out and say, yeah, you should have did this or you should have did that. What needs to happen is we as a people just need to get sick and tired of being sick and tired of these things happening, and we ourselves need to do something.
And I feel like people need to start being held accountable for their actions. You just because you have a badge on doesn't make you any smarter than me and any better than me. Like, it doesn't change shit.
But
about
you can't
you
tell
and your
certain
character.
people that though, Black. You can sit there and tell these people that till you blue in the face, and they'll never go for it. Though.
But it's
America
sad
is
because
bigger
it's common
than
sense.
you.
It's
I think
common
I was
sense.
having a conversation last night. We were watching, and I guess I'll save that comment for the topic when we're talking about the kids in the separation. But I had made a comment yesterday of what I think America is coming to now and what their agenda is. And when I say America, I don't know if I even want to tie myself to America anymore, because the image that America is portraying right now with the separation of kids, them not understanding that it's not right to be killing unarmed black men, we can't get through to them. So I don't even want to say that I am a part of America.
But that's why I say we as a people have to do it. We have to get sick and tired of being sick and tired of just letting these things happen, and we have to do something about it. If we're gonna wait on somebody else to do it for us, we'll continue to be shot down, just like this. And one more thing, and I'm gonna kind of get off of it, but these things, this is America. You have to kind of look at everything as a whole. Everything happens for a reason. This extension, now this. If you recall, a couple of years ago, there was a rash of shootings. Remember, we had one in Dallas, but before the one in Dallas, it was two people, one in Louisiana, one somewhere else. These things, it's a cycle. These people are doing these things on purpose. And if you don't wake up and see what it is, then these things are going to continue to happen.
It's a conspiracy.
Yes. If you want to call it that, yeah. But, I mean, all it is facts. Now, if somebody else here in the next week or so suddenly gets killed, don't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? These things happen, and they're sending a message while they're doing it.
Well,
I'm through.
he's through. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and jump into some love and sex.
Let's talk love and sex.
All right, it's Black. We're gonna talk some love and sex. I had to kind of stop talking about that other topic.
Touchy.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit is not okay to me. But anyway, love and sex. This week we're gonna talk about some love. Showing people how you love them, or doing little things to show someone that you love them. And I know we've talked about the, sending text messages throughout the day type shit, But to the men, chivalry is not dead. I promise it's not.
No, it's not.
And don't act like it is. Be very chivalrous. Open the car door for your lady when she gets into the... And it's little shit. Trust me, it's little shit. But open the car door for your lady when she gets in the car. And close it behind her. Don't ever, ever, ever let your woman open the door for you. And I'm not even talking about the car door. When y'all going into the restaurants, she never opens the door. She should be able to stand at the door and wait for you to open it, because that is your job, and that's what you should do. Give her kisses in different places. Don't be nasty. I'm not talking about sex, but like kiss her on the forehead
Back of the neck.
sometime. You say what?
Nape of the neck.
Yeah, like that, and
that nape of the neck.
that can
good
lead
one,
to
huh?
some sex.
That'll make
huh?
all.
That can lead to some
I will
sex. Huh?
forget that we got into it the day before.
Yeah, like forehead, cheek, nape of the neck. You know what I'm saying? Her hand, like hold her hand and just kiss her hand. Just show little bits of affection, so that she is secure in knowing that you love her, even if she already knows.
And so what you're saying is, don't just go off of the assumption that she knows that you love her, right?
Well, you
but
gotta
you have
show
to
her.
actually show
You
her,
have to
right?
show her.
Okay.
You have to show
okay,
affection.
I like this.
And it maybe not. I know a lot of people don't like PDA. I'm not a fan of PDA.
I'm big on it.
Public display of affection for the people who don't know.
I get into my woman. But
I feel you, but I'm not too big on it. But I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll do it.
no
like,
skinny dipping for you.
Okay. That turns into sex, damn it. It's a love part. This is the love part. But no, and women, let me tell you something, especially me, but I feel like this applies to a lot of men that have hair. If you rub our heads, we feel like a fucking child again, but
I can
in
agree.
a good way. I love to get my head rubbed. I love it. Like throw your little nails. You just got your nails done. Put your little nails through my shit.
Maybe you need to wash your scalp.
First of all, I didn't say scratch my head, damn it.
No. I know that
But,
head rub
man,
is.
that head rub will put me to
I
sleep.
did that on the day after the gift card, and when the way that he kind of like relaxed when I.
It's so
Yeah.
amazing. And
I
it
knew
shows
I
that-
had 'em.
It shows for the man. It shows that you're a nurturing woman. You want that man to feel relaxed and feel taken care of, and it doesn't have to be financially. It's just emotionally and affectionately. You're taken care of. That woman she knows what's going on with you. You might have had a hard day. Rub them fingers through that head. It's good. It's good. Fellas, hold your girl thigh. Hold your girl thigh. Like, you ain't got to rub. You ain't got to touch the cat. Nothing like that. Just hold her thigh. Just her feeling you. Holding on such a sensitive area.
Just the
Makes
touch
you-
of your own man. I mean, even if it's just rubbing your hand across, rubbing your hand, or just a simple touch goes a long way.
It does.
And I always say that men make it so hard when it could be so simple.
In the
Just
famous
saying.
words of Kwame, a simple touch quickly becomes a clutch.
And it could. And that sounds great. So, listen, show affection, display your affection to your significant other.
But what if your significant other, and this is my question to Black, what if your significant other isn't so affectionate? How can I pull that out of him?
Talking to him, let him know. I mean, and that's just how I feel about it. Like, if you let them know, like, hey, I understand that you're not the most affectionate person, but this is what I like to feel loved. Can you do this for me?
And plus, you have to understand, not all men are comfortable with showing affection. No excuse, no justification.
Right.
But others just don't know how to do it. So, and we're not mind readers, so we kind of like to be told what you like, so we can then do those things.
We can conform to that.
Or then you also have to think about
the different love languages,
or even the way that they were brought up. If
Right.
a person wasn't shown too much love when they were nurtured, then
they can't offer it.
They can't really offer it.
But see, and I didn't want to go into sex part, and I'm not really going into it, but I'm going to step into that little water real quick. It's just like a woman giving head for the first time, or a man giving head for the first time. Like, I'm gonna have to tell you, like, hey, look, no teeth. Like, I'm sure you've experienced it before, super producer. Don't play with me.
What does this have to do with?
Listen, them teeth get in the way. You gotta let them know, and you just kind of teach them. Like, you mold a person to become one with you. You feel me?
Okay.
So he's on point about those teeth. I dated someone who had braces. So
and that's never mind. That was love and sex.
All right, love and sex.
Let's talk love and sex.
All right, guys, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. And then I have another great topic for us. You're listening to
A positive vibe will push you to truly strive, push you beyond the limits you set for yourself inside. Positive thinking complete with positive word. The brokenness in the hood, me and you must repair. My only enemy is negative energy. It's like a sickness, but PVO is the remedy. We stay awoke and never ignore the obvious. I'm selling hope. When you see me, you know it's positive.
Good afternoon, hustlers. This your boy Roger Rose. Be sure to check out Roger's Logic album review every Friday live from 1 to 2 on Facebook.com on the Hip Hop Across the Board fan page. You can also check it out on KooLaRadio.com. You can also check that thing out on YouTube. We about to dig into these Dallas albums, and we're going to rate them on the 5 mic scale. It's about to get real interesting. Holla at your boy.
Love from the block. Be sure to catch me and my co-host Blizzity Black every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch us live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and also your one and only VillaPoolerRadio.com. Every week, we're sure to provide you with raw, hilarious, and uncut discussions, and also exclusive interviews from local artists. Class is now dismissed. That was good.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Check her out on Facebook at LTurner88, on Instagram at Lisa Turner, or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
What's up, world? You're listening to VillaKooLaRadio.com. Tell your friends.
All right, guys, we're back. Got some vodka going around. It's 12 noon in this mother.
It is noon.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, guys. So I have something I want you to hear. Drop it.
¿De dónde son ustedes? ¿De dónde son ustedes? ¿Y tú?
Guatemala.
Vas a llegar con... Mira, ella te va a explicar y te va a ayudar. ¿Cierto, Consuelo?
¿Qué va a pasar con su consulado hoy?
Papá. Papá. Ay, con mi tía por lo menos para que después llegue mi mami.
That was the cries of
That
the
shit just
kids
made me mad.
who are being separated from their families. Yeah. So the Trump administration, I want to recap from last week. A lot of talk has been that this is the history. This is nothing new of America, of the United States. So we're going to talk about the history of separating families of color. The Trump administration policy of separating children from the families at the U.S.-Mexico border to desensitize crossings have been slammed for its unnecessary cruelties across the political aisles. But as shocking as it is to see nearly 1,500 Latino children housed in former Walmart adorned with sketch of President Donald Trump, it's not the first time American leadership has endorsed the separation of families of color. America has been a place where children are torn from the arms of their parents since the time of slavery. Alarmingly, the Bible verse cited by Sessions, Romans 13, was also used to justify enslavement. As soon as they were old enough to work, young black children could be sold off. In many cases, these children never saw their families again. Later, the U.S. decided to pursue a similar approach with Native American children, sending them to government-run boarding schools in the late 19th century. Richard Pratt, who founded the first such school, believed the establishments would help Native American children assimilate into Eurocentric American culture. He lived by a motto: kill the Indian, save the man. The boarding schools lasted into the 20th century. Trump's policy, it seems, is just the latest of American leaders invoking government authority to keep families of color physically apart. So that's just a little history of the separation of families of color.
I like that.
And I wanted to bring that to the forefront because, like I said, on social media, that has been the discussion this week. So, this is something that has been going on. It's in the history. And that's why I say that I don't know if I even want to identify myself as being a part of America, because I don't believe in separating children from their families, especially if I understand them coming over here and sneaking over here without going through the proper protocols is illegal. However, until you're in their shoes, where in their country they're getting killed. I was watching a Mexican man this week, a video of him, and he was in jail, but he was getting out of jail. But ICE was there waiting on him to deport him back to Honduras. And the guy literally cried, fought the police, fought ICE, screaming, I want to stay in jail. Just put me back in jail. I don't want to go back to Honduras where they're going to kill me. I will die. I wouldn't even make it a day. Let me just stay in jail. Just leave me in jail. And the man was just, so it's like, you can't really, I understand that it's illegal for them to come over here. But until we're in their situation where we're living in a country, which we really are, where is the sensitivity?
And you know what? And that's the... America is so sensitive about other shit, right? Like let's let gays have their rights. Let's let blacks have their rights. Let's let Hispanics who are here legally have their rights, right? Everybody is supposed to have rights, and we're so sensitive about that, but you can't be sensitive enough to understand that there's a reason that this man is here. He's not just here. And Donald Trump makes it sound so fucking. Fucking cannot stand President Cheeto, but he makes it seem like every Hispanic person that comes over here, whether they be from Honduras, Guatemala, Mexico, are rapists or crime ridden, when in reality a lot of them really just want to get away from the shit that's happening, like you said. And I want to acknowledge a few different companies that really sparked my attention. Delta, American Airlines, Southwest Airlines, Spirit, all fell in line on some shit like, hey, you can deport them, but we're not using our planes to do that.
Shout out to them.
A lot of the major airlines said, I forgot which one was first. It was one that was first. I think it was Southwest. I'm not 100% sure.
That's good to hear.
But they started it like, hey, you not about to use our planes to send them to this other country.
And you know where I think that probably came from? Because there was a guy on the news who was a flight attendant. I can't remember which airlines he worked for. And grown man crying because he said that this particular day that he was working the plane that day, working that flight, there is children crying because they're on a plane by themselves without their parents. And let me tell you something. I have, as in my profession, in the job that I work at, I am around undocumented citizens all day, every day. Just in the whole separation of the families, their demeanor, the sadness that is on their face, them not wanting to show me their ID this week, them not wanting me to scan their hand, is because of the things that are happening right now. They are literally afraid. But we have to, where do we begin to understand these cultures? Children in the Hispanic community are very attached to their mothers. So the cries that I hear, these are cries that I hear when their mom goes to see the doctor in the clinic and they have to sit out in the waiting room with their dad. They're with their dad, but those kids will scream at the top of their lungs just because their mom walked to the back to go get checked out by the doctor. That's how attached Hispanic kids are to their mother. And for you to tear them away and then go tell them, you got to go stay over here in this cage, sleep under this foil until we can get this all figured out, and then your parent, and I don't know if I'm going to ever, like, come on now.
But my thing is, have you ever ran into a Hispanic with one job?
No. We need them. That's my thing, too. It's like, I bet you Trump, I bet you all those people in the White House, I'm sure that the motherfucker who cuts your lawn on a Saturday morning.
Okay, Stephanie, that's racist.
I'm just saying.
No, but I feel you though, not real shit.
I'm very sure the one that you got cleaning your house, probably Hispanic. The ones y'all have out here cleaning the roads, building the roads, fixing the potholes are Hispanics.
And the process is not an easy process.
So make the if you don't want, we have to meet them halfway because they do a lot in America for us too. Restaurants.
Have you
their
ever
work
been to the
ethic,
back of a restaurant?
Hispanics' work ethics. I trust, if you want to go back to restaurants and the cleanliness, I trust the Mexican restaurant before I'll trust the black restaurant. Because I know that Hispanics, when it comes to cleaning, they're clean.
When it comes, I'm not even going to say that. When it comes to work, they work. And if it's their job to make sure that the shit is clean, they will make sure that the shit is clean. And on top of that, they help each other do the shit. Like if you're supposed to be washing the walls and I'm supposed to be washing the floors, if I get done washing the floors before you finish washing the walls, guess what? I'm about to come help you wash some fucking walls.
America could probably learn from them. That's what we're saying.
If everybody could work together like Hispanics, I admire their culture because they are so well knitted together that it doesn't even matter what country you're from. Honduras, Guatemala, Uruguay, like either one of those. We in the back, or we working, and we gonna help each other work. we ain't gonna leave each other fucked off or no shit like that.
But this is another point that I want. We got 2 minutes. Trump's wife this week went to go visit the holding places in the border and visit with the families. But do y'all know what she did and what she wore?
Please tell me. No, I don't care what she wore.
So,
what did she do?
No,
I want to know both.
She wore a jacket.
Okay.
And on the jacket in big white words, I had a picture. I sent it, but I don't think it got uploaded. But on the back of it, it said, "I don't care. Do you?" And she wore this when she went. Yes, it's on CNN.
That's
it's
why I
on
didn't wanna know.
TMZ.
That's why I didn't
It's on and. Trump comes out with a statement that it wasn't for that. It was to promote something news, I guess, because news are always leaked about her. So she wore it. But why would you wear this jacket on the day that you're
that
going
event?
They know what they're doing.
They know
she
what they're
knows.
and
she
so
knows
and then other people are like, well, what about the people? Because for her to be who she is, you're the first lady. There it is. You're the first lady. Where's
really
your people,
don't care,
like
do
your assistants, to say, hey, I don't think that's a great idea for you to wear this particular jacket on this day. But
And
they
you're
were
the
saying
first
that people,
Cheeto. I mean, the
people
first
don't.
lady.
And then you're an immigrant, your damn self.
That's some bullshit.
You're an immigrant, your damn self.
So, shouts out to Facebook for dropping us when the real racy topic came up.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, it like.
No, I saw it drop us, but I
It
didn't
totally. We had to put it back up again, but that's Facebook, and that's America. So just to kind of summarize what we just kind of talked about, going back to the initial question or topic of the statement was the redistribution of families and how it's historical. It's been happening, and it's just not America. It's a world thing. I mean, everything pretty much is predicated on the Bible, right? You can go back to the Bible and find something that suits any kind of scenario today, right? So if you go back to the Bible is predicated upon slavery. That's the whole Old Testament is about slaves and getting out of slavery. And so that's what the world then is all predicated upon. So as long as you have a king or a sovereign of a nation or whatever, a ruler, he got all the money, he's not going to want to get out there and pick cotton. He's not going to want out there. He's not going to want to go out there and do the work himself. So as long as you keep people at a certain level below you, beneath you, to where they always need something, they need you for something, you will always have a slave trade. You will always have slaves.
Okay, so here's my question. I'm about to get real fucked up right now, right? If you send all the black people to Africa, do you think that Africa would be the world's greatest nation? Like, send everybody. Like, send the Hispanics back to the country they came from. Send the black people back to Africa, which, even though we were born here, apparently we are supposed to be African Americans, which I don't identify by that. I am black. I'm black.
That's why they group Native Americans and blacks together, because everybody was black at one point. Even if you were black, you were a Native American if you were born here.
And the fucked up part is, this is America, meaning the Native Americans, native being the key word, the operative word.
That's what you really should be calling yourself, a Native American. You shouldn't be saying African American.
I'm not African American. I've never seen African.
Right. You
Native I've never seen Africa. I say African.
You're a Native of America is what you
I
are.
am black.
Right.
I'm black.
Well, you're not a color either.
I kind of am.
No, you're not black.
You're brown. So if you're a color, you're brown. Your
That's
shirt
not your
is
nationality.
black, but you are brown.
Like, if I ask you what your nationality is, if you say black, I will knock you out.
Okay. You ready?
That is not your nationality.
Ask me.
I will come over there and knock your ass out if you say
shit.
you black.
There's
black.
a fight.
Well, hey.
That's my pet peeve, with us.
I feel you. But
I
don't want to identify as African American or like I don't feel like Asian Americans should identify as Asian Americans because if you've never been to Asia, like it's two different countries, continents, you know what I'm saying, that you're mixing together. And if I've never seen that continent, how can you make me say that I'm African American when I've never even been to Africa? I've never flown that far.
But so when you fill out applications and
I put other.
You put
other.
I
put other.
Other.
I'm gonna start putting other.
I don't put black no more. And when I start not putting black on there, like every time I'll get a call back. Every time.
What's funny is in the profession that I work in, when I'm doing demographics on the Hispanics, you put Hispanic, but then I think so you call that their ethnicity.
Yeah.
But then when what race are they?
They're Mexican.
No.
Cuban.
You know what we put?
What we put?
White.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, but then damn.
And then they got some shit. I'm not sure about your job, but they got some shit that's like white non-Hispanic in parentheses.
Yeah.
I mean, in parentheses.
I mean, you know, I'm a history buff, so I looked into all of this. There was a dude in Germany. He came up with this color system. And you can Google this stuff. It's there. He came up with black and white, and it just kind of progressed from there to African American, Negro, all of those other things that don't describe who we are.
So would you be offended if if I was filling out a job application and I put I clicked the little other, and it got the explain thing, and I just put I'm 100% nigga?
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I'm 100%
because if you were
I don't know if you'll get the job.
I probably won't.
Don't get it twisted. If you were born in America, you a nigga. Okay?
Right.
That don't mean you have to act like a nigga.
Right.
But just because you were born in a nigga, to me, is a processed person who does not know who he is, where he come from. That's a nigga.
That's
He's
deep.
ignorant of all of that. Okay?
Gotcha.
If I ask you what's your nationality and you say black, you a nigga.
Well,
you a nigga.
I'm 100% nigga.
You 100% nigga. And I'm 100% nigga because I don't know where I come from originally.
And you know what? It's crazy. I know we're supposed to be wrapping it up, but it's crazy because as dark as I am, and the people who see me and know me, like, they would never know this. I've read my whole family tree. Like, my uncle ended up sending it to me. First of all, I am a product of slavery. I am. I got white people in my family.
I mean, you have African traits. So
right.
It's safe to say that you may have, your ancestors may have come on a
My last name was changed because one of my, I don't know how many greats it is, grandfather didn't want to go by his slave name. So it was R-E-I-D. He changed it to R-E-E-D. That's why my name is R-E-E-D. And then on top of that, my grandmother on my dad's side is half white, half Native American. Now my granddad on my dad's side, that nigga looked like he came straight out the fucking boat.
Already.
You feel me? But my great granddad is white. My great grandmom is Native American, like full blood Native American.
You a nigga.
And I'm a mutt in this motherfucker.
You a mutt.
But you wouldn't even be able to tell though, you know what I'm saying, besides my hair when it's brushed.
Right.
You know, but like it's just
Kevin Durant.
That nigga don't never brush his hair.
But
But
what
yeah,
is
like
Kevin Durant? Hey, that's a nigga.
No, that nigga. That nigga from the south of Africa.
Zombie.
We supposed to wrap this shit up a long time. Let's go.
All right,
Next
where we at? We're going to a commercial break video. We're going to a quick video.
We going to some. We'll be back.
You're listening to The Block with your girl Stephanie Love on VillaCooleradio.com.
Oh, we are, but we done lost all the viewers.
This is crazy. Hey, Lon, you hear that? Yo. God first, cause he loved me and helped me when I was at my worst. When I was out there in the streets doing my dirt. When I was in between the sheets getting on bras' nerves. But anyways, I'm looking down a different path, cause I'm trying to better myself from a difficult past. I'm married now, people tell me it ain't gonna last, cause the temptation in the world, girls showing they ass. Sets me apart from the rest of man, not on a higher level, just to where I understand that getting your money up comes secondly within demand. My people just come together, let love take your stand. All the injustice is going on, I know that it's a heavy topic. It keeps on going on like no way that we can stop it, but keep on holding on and someday we'll see our profit. Walk through that door that's open for you, you close it and you lock it. Why this is happening, you ask? It's written in the wheel. Not only armed forces walk around and shoot to kill. You think copping the peace to keep the peace is keeping it real? You think that it's enough safety to keep foolish people still? Blind eyes read the book, but they never see the words. Deaf ears listen up, but they never hear the words. Not saying I fully have it, I'm just drifting through the curves. From time to time I get stopped up from bumping into the curves. They attacking the mind so viciously, speaking it repetitiously. Nonsense is getting into me, I gotta find a different outlet. Hold up, I think I found it. Speak true with a different mindset. Shine like not even blind yet, so I try to turn it all around. Going up, I'm heaven bound. I'm leaving from this world with the enemy pulling down. Some call it gravity, some call it death defying. It's the same energy, look around, tell me that I'm lying. Dead bodies up in the streets, cruisers all on a roll, unidentified species. And then we got John Doe, moving quick as a rabbit, getting stuck in a foxhole. New religion and new habits feel like a box stroll. Half the musicians in the world don't even have souls. These children having babies wonder why the world is cold. They haven't warmed up to the fact everybody needs help, from your parents to your friends, but mostly for yourself. Do we even think about the situations going on? Hooting and the hollering, all that carrying on. Our whole justice system just mistreating, being evil, while Trump is up in office misleading all of the people. Headed in the wrong direction, this rate will never be equal. The world has already ended, we're just waiting for the sequel. It's evil, society got so many problems. We causing more to happen and we just can't solve them. Chemicals in the sky, people telling us lies. They giving us false promises, man, it's hidden in disguise. Subliminal messages telling you to hate your brother. And here we are stealing money from our own mother. Trapped up in the world, man, we can't even get it over. Oh, man. Oh, man.
What's up, world? You're listening to Villa, Koola, Radio.com. Tell your friends.
All right, guys, we're back.
Episode 42. You're going to have to watch
episode
part
42.
1, part 2, and part 3.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Facebook tripping.
It just is what it is.
Shouts out to Facebook.
Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to Trump.
Sorry. I just had to say that shit.
All right, so I was reading an article this week on theshaderoom.com, and it was Cookie and EJ. Cookie Johnson and EJ Johnson. Magic Johnson's wife and son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. EJ Johnson is the gay dude, the drag queen.
Erica
now.
No, I don't know.
Oh, I was say, he done really flipped it. Right?
He might as well change his name because dude done changed everything else. But they did an interview and they basically were talking about, for a son, who is it easier to talk to about your sexuality?
For a son, right?
For a son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in this particular interview, Cookie and EJ confirmed that it was easier for him to come out and speak about his sexuality with his mom,
yep.
And that Magic Johnson came down on him really, really hard.
Right on.
Which I think is to be expected, right?
I absolutely think the same.
So the question that I posed is, would you rather your son talk to you or to his mom first?
To his mom. Let his mom bring it to me. Because and
that's your son.
I understand. That's her son too. So let him talk to his mom, because his mom is going to be more understanding and more open to listening to things than I am. You come out and you're my son and you tell me you're gay. Shout out to the gay people. I have nothing against you. I don't want my children to be gay, like point blank period. If you come out to me,
slippery slope, be careful. They're
gonna
come pick it. They're gonna come protest out here.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't have I work in a gay neighborhood, so I mean, I don't have a problem with them. I have Father's Day off because I'm the only person that's a father because everybody else is gay. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
wait, who? At work?
In my restaurant.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Everybody else is gay in my restaurant. So, so I'm just like, okay, that's cool. I don't have a problem with y'all. And I used to have a big ass problem with gay people. I used to have a big ass problem. And I'll tell any gay person this, any straight person this, you just gotta listen. I used to have a big ass
That's
problem.
everybody though, Black. I don't even fault you for that because that's just society. We kind of, like you said earlier, we kind of graduated to kind of giving them their rights. Right. And so everybody felt like that at one point.
And I also always thought that every gay man wanted me until no, just listen, hear me out. I felt like every gay man looked at me as though that is somebody that I want. Okay. But it was a gay person that explained this to me. Okay. He said, look, just like you don't want every girl that you see walking down the street
coming on to you,
every gay man doesn't want every dude that they see walking down the street. So I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That way, I like, in my job, everybody knows that I am a heterosexual male. Like everybody, so nobody will approach me like that. Yeah, nobody will. And with that being said, like, I've calmed down on the. I won't say homophobia because I was never scared, and phobia means scared to me or fear.
Well, you are the dude that fights studs.
I will fight the studs still, but
so let me ask you, Black.
It's a stud out here that be out here in Alaska. I don't think he will fight her.
Hey, if she came across me, I'll fight her.
So let me ask you: have you ever been has a gay dude ever made a pass?
Oh my goodness!
And what happened?
Okay, the answer is no, not made a pass, not directly. Okay. There was a gay dude that I worked with, and you know how joking I am. I joke with people and shit like that. Yeah. And I feel like he took it as though I was flirting. And I started noticing shit like he would say, boy, stop, you stupid. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on, nigga. You sound like a whole bitch out here. You feel me? This nigga followed my Facebook account. He didn't add me as a friend, fam. He followed my Facebook account. And then one day, I went up to one of my other coworkers. I was like, bro, this nigga getting a bitch, and I feel like that nigga liked me. And this nigga looked at me. He was like, duh, everybody knows that. Really? I was like, wait, what? Like, this is a whole thing? Yes. This nigga liked me, so I couldn't even, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even really just talk to him because I saw that he felt like I was flirting. Maybe he thought I was a down low ass nigga. Not that nigga. I'm not no down low ass nigga type shit. So, bitch, you need to move the fuck around before I kill you.
I got you. And the only reason why I asked, because I used to work at Banana Republic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, enough said, right?
I had partners that worked at Banana Republic.
Right? So,
wait, what? Oh, Banana Republic.
Banana Republic.
Okay, a very sachet men's store, okay? All right. So I'm up in there working, you know what I'm saying? And it was a group of gay dudes that came up in there. It was like 4, 5 of them, right? And I do my thing. Hey, y'all need any help?
Right.
And they just turned on. I mean, they was looking me up and down. I mean, all of them. I'm like,
bro, I'm just doing my job.
You know, I just came over here to ask y'all what y'all, you know, and all of them like, and all this stuff. And I'm like,
see, if you wouldn't have went up to them and greeted them there, you can't approach us since we gay.
I've never been holiday directly. Yeah. It's been passive aggressively type shit.
That's how it was then, but you feel all these eyes on you. I mean, not just on you.
They
like,
watching you.
I ain't got no clothes on right now.
I never had no shit like I ain't never had no dude come up and be like, how you doing? Yeah. You looking good. Like, I ain't had no shit like that.
That's basically what they were saying.
I probably would have been in jail.
I felt really uncomfortable.
I bet you did.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, but yes, back to the topic. Not about us no more. Back to the topic. No, I feel like you come out to your mom. If you're a dude, you come out to your mom. You let her know, like, hey, mom, I don't know how to tell dad, especially if your dad is like really into into heterosexuality. If he's really into heterosexuality, you want to come out to your mom if you're a man and let her know, hey, look, this is how I feel. This is what I like. I want to tell dad, but I really don't know how, and I don't want no motherfucking problems. So you let the mom come in and talk to the dad.
No, I think they should talk together. I think the mom and the son should go.
Okay,
because now then there's that suspicion of, okay, when's my dad gonna come talk to me? Does he know now? Or
well, no, like if you usually the mom goes, like if they're together, right? The mom goes home at night and pillow talk happens, and it's like, hey, don't get mad. Just want to let you know your son's getting a bitch, and
that's still not gonna sit well with me as a father.
It's not, but I would rather, for the safety of my son.
I feel you.
I would much rather for his mom to come and talk to me than him.
And the only thing
he's a man, I'm not gonna hit his mama.
I have to say about this is it got to be tough because of who they are.
But is it really okay for a dad to be upset, like you said, because I'm gonna kill him? Like, is it really okay for you to be that upset, especially if he's grown?
Okay, it might not be okay in society. Especially the society that we live in now.
I think it's okay.
But it's okay in the bitch for me.
I think it's okay in society right now. I mean, you said it earlier. We were fighting just a couple of years ago for gays to be able to get married, even though it didn't really go through. But that's where we're at. You know, that's
right. But
day and the time we live.
She's saying, is it okay for me as a
like,
father if my son
that's
came
his
to me?
Sexuality. Really, is it okay for him to get?
What did you just say? Wait. Go back. What did you just say?
That's his choice.
Okay. All right. I'm not even gonna go there. I've been talking about how being gay was a choice.
It is.
And every time I post that, I get gay people, and it's mostly actually not even mostly. It was gay women saying, "Oh no, I was born like this," and I tell them sexuality is a behavioral trait. You learn what you're supposed to like and what you're not supposed to like, what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. You cannot be born like that.
Because
to me.
I can, and I don't, but I could be that person who indulges or has a fetish for bestiality. You know what bestiality is, right?
Having sex with animals.
Right. And I can say I was born like that. Since the age of 5, I seen that first cat, and I was like, I got turned on, and I was like, I knew ever since I was a cat kind of man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro, you chose to mess around with cats and shit like that.
Right.
You wasn't born like that. You know?
It wasn't in your DNA.
And at the same time, if it was okay in society to have sex with cats and dogs,
it wouldn't be illegal.
Everybody would be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what society told you was okay and you could do it, then you would do it without question. Okay,
it's a decision to me.
It's a decision. Now you could be that person, be like, I don't know about having sex with no horse and shit. You know, I ain't down. That's your choice.
But there used to be a website called bestialities.com.
Yeah, I used to.
That's some weird.
Used to go to that.
I used to go to it.
My little cousin showed me that shit, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
And the only reason why I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna clean this up. The only reason why I know about
I used to go to that,
because when we were in college, there was a bestiality tape in our dorm that was floating around. I had never seen anything like this, but somebody in our dorm had a bestiality tape, and it floated around the dorm. And that's what hit me to bestiality.
That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. Yeah. But yeah,
come out
to your mama.
Tell your mama first.
If you gay, tell your mama. Don't tell your daddy. And if you do tell your daddy, tell that nigga on the phone, not in person, because that might not end well for you. Yeah. Just to let you know.
All right, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, guys. We'll be right back.
Yes, we need to go to a commercial
Already.
break.
I don't know how we got on bestiality.
Man,
Bestiality. Y'all went all over the world with that topic.
What the fuck?
A positive vibe will push you to truly strive, push you beyond the limits you set for yourself inside. Positive thinking complete with positive word. The brokenness in the hood, me and you must repair. My only enemy is negative energy. It's like a sickness, but PVO is the remedy. We stay awoke and never ignore the obvious. I'm selling hope. When you see me, you know it's positive.
Good afternoon, hustlers. This your boy Roger Rose. Be sure to check out Roger's Logic album review every Friday live from 1 to 2 on Facebook.com on the Hip Hop Across the Board fan page. You can also check it out on VillaCoolaRadio.com. You can also check that thing out on YouTube. We about to dig into these Dallas albums and we're gonna rate them on the 5 mic scale. It's about to get real interesting. Holla at your boy.
Stephanie Love from the block. Be sure to catch me and my co-host Blizzity Black every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch us live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and also your one and only VillaCoolaRadio.com. Every week, we're sure to provide you with raw, hilarious, and uncut discussions, and also exclusive interviews from local artists. Class is now dismissed. That was good.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Check her out on Facebook at LTurner88, on Instagram at Lisa Turner, or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com. Check her out on Facebook at LTurner88, on Instagram at Lisa Turner, or hit up her website at Paparazzi Accessories.
What's up, world? You're listening to VillaCoolaRadio.com. Tell your friends.
All right, guys, we're back.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Can I say something? To the LBGTQRS
See,
community.
now there you go.
Okay, I went too far. All right, take off the RS part. LGBTQ community. Please don't come the fuck outside of our studio and protest. We are not against gay people. We are not at all.
At all.
At all.
Never.
We're just not gay.
And
we're not against gay people, but we're just not gay.
And Stephanie Love, I know you're about to take us into another topic, and that's okay with me. If you are, you know what I'm saying? No problem.
I'm gay on some days.
Do what you got to do. You know
but
what
it's
I'm
a
saying?
choice.
It is a choice.
See?
It is a choice.
Sorry.
Now they gonna protest again.
Oh, shit.
They done put up their picket signs and shit. And now they about to come back because you gonna reiterate that it's a choice.
And all I wanted to say, you know, I'm conspiracy theorist, right? And then we're finna go to the next topic. I was on the internet and I came across a doctor. He's a black guy, black doctor, who is claiming that they are putting a frog chemical in the water system to make people gay.
to slow down the population?
No, they're okay. So scientists have done a study. Frogs have been proven to be
gay,
bisexual. Bisexual. It's a proven fact that frogs are bisexual.
So are dogs.
So what they do is they take some kind of chemical, something in the frog, and they have put it in the water to make people gay.
So maybe the people who are gay were the ones who touched all the. You know how you used to get warts on your hand?
Well, you know how you have the Detroit water.
Flint.
Flint.
They still ain't got clean water.
And they still
fam.
ain't got clean water. So this is just a correlation here to show that they are tampering with the water systems for whatever reason.
Hey,
I just wanted to put that
All
out.
right, we gotta go ahead and go to another topic.
I'm just gonna
That's
tell y'all,
it.
I'm loving this show right now. I'm loving it.
Okay, guys. So
It's like
listen,
it's last.
I'm gonna take a turn. I'm turning. I'm
going?
driving.
Which way?
The only way we're gonna talk about Joel Santana. The only way Joel Santana can go on tour is if his mother accompanies him.
Why is that?
Sometimes the best
about to
person to
touch
keep you out of trouble is your mom. She'll keep you out of trouble when you need to come out about your sexuality. Hey, that's what rapper Jules Santana is learning after he found out the only way he would be allowed to go on tour was if his mother accompanied him.
Damn it, Bob.
Santana faces several weapon charges. On Friday, a judge modified the rapper's bail, enabling him to go on tour and perform his first 5 shows of his upcoming nationwide tour. However, the judge said he has to abide by a few conditions. Santana's mother will have to be with him throughout the whole tour. He will have to drive to the locations instead of flying. And he is forbidden from hanging out with other band members while traveling. You might as well cancel the whole damn tour. Santana has pleaded not guilty to charges of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and carrying a weapon on an aircraft. He faces up to 20 years in prison, according to Page 6. And I just want to give y'all an update. Just this week, his long-running time buddy, Jim Jones, was also arrested on weapon charges this week. So.
Dipset.
Hey.
Y'all got bugged.
So would you want your mother, if this was the conditions that you had to go on tour, this is the way you provide for your family, and all the, what would you do? Would you go on tour? Would you cancel the tour?
If I had millions of dollars like Joel Santana, I ain't even tripping.
They didn't say that you couldn't have a party in the hotel room.
Look,
Hell.
mama, you know I got hoes. You know I'm doing this and you know I'm doing that.
Mama probably get down anyway.
Hey, mama, I'm gonna get you a room on the first floor. I'm gonna be on the 7th floor. We still in the same building. We all good. Don't come up to my room without calling.
With them saying that he can't go out, he can't hang out with other band members. You would be okay with going on tour and not being able to party with your people?
No, you can party, just not with your band members
or at the hotel.
Not your friends. Not your friends.
Did you say you can't party at the hotel?
You probably would trust mama a lot more because mama ain't gonna let no secrets out, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. I'm all with it. Mama can come. That's kind of like Durant when he first got in the league. His mama
You the real MVP.
Stayed on the bench for like the first 2 years, and it was known that she was like in charge of everything that he did. He couldn't do nothing without running it through her.
Though.
Right.
Apparently. Or comb his hair.
Hey, that nigga ain't never combed or brushed his hair. But you
goddamn
know what?
mama boys.
I think there's a secret to it because he ain't never combed or brushed his hair because he never gets a haircut. How many times have you ever seen Kevin Durant with a fresh fade? Not never. Ever. See, if them BBs just keep balling up, okay, we not talking about him. We talking about mamas. Already. But yeah.
I don't know personally as a woman, like if I was Joel's girl, I wouldn't be too trustworthy of mama.
Why not?
Because mama ain't gonna help me. Mama gonna protect.
How do you know that? If mama like you, she'll help you.
If mama like you or not, mama ain't finna tell on her son.
Well, she not gonna tell on her son, but she might help you.
What is there to tell on her?
Yeah,
that we know he ain't gonna go on tour and be peachy cream.
Are you not going with her?
Shit, I'm gonna ask the question why the fuck the judge ain't tell me to go on tour with him.
But
hell.
Because you're his wife, his confidant. You're not.
And the Bible says, what the Bible say? When you marry, you flee from your family. Something say.
Yeah, don't be quoting it if you don't know it. I don't know it either, but I know what you're talking about. But yeah, like I'd be cool with it, as long as the judge ain't on some shit like mama gotta stay in my room or mama got like. Me and mama could be road dogs. We about to take this motherfucking road trip, get paid, have a good time. We'll talk about old times in the car or on the bus while we driving because we can't fly. Mama, if you got a pistol, if I got my pistol, you hold my pistol because it's your pistol at this point. Like, yeah.
So mama would take the rap, all that.
It ain't no rap though. Like, she's legal to have a gun.
Hey y'all, this is totally off topic, but I just got an email from ABC Shark Tank, and it's a promotion for.
Oh, I was like, wait, Shark Tank trying to holler at us?
It says a limited time offer. Hurry up, offer ends tonight. Kim Kardashian, the pounds just melted. No gimmicks, no surgery. I lost 42 pounds, said Kim Kardashian, and it's this picture of this right here. Oh shit.
Oh, it's a conspiracy.
Damn. You know what? Let me tell y'all something. What we need to do. Shout out to the listeners that's listening on all the platforms except for Facebook because they don't like us right now. But we need to make sure that Cam has a bottle every fucking week because I'm loving this, Cam. I'm loving this shit. This shit is fun. I kind of want to go hoop against him right now.
All right, well, I have one more topic for you while Cam's fixing his.
What you got? No, I'm not going to turn it around. I got to shorten the while. But that was just strange.
Jada Pinkett. Jada, we got 10 more minutes. Jada Pinkett. Jada.
Now she's taking care of the time and shit. She's like, hey, these niggas tripping.
I don't forgot about the time over here.
So...
I'm trying to figure out what the hell the Shark Tank sending me Kim Kardashian for. I'm trying to figure this out.
So, as you know, Jada Pinkett does a new show, a podcast called Red Table Talk. And what it does is it gives you insight into her life, how she grew up, her kids, how they're a blended family. Just you learn a lot about the Smith family. So, this week on Red Table Talk, Jada Pinkett Smith just offered more insight into her marriage with Will Smith and revealed that he is still on vacation. He still goes on vacations with his ex-wife, Cherie Zampino. Zampino and Smith were married from 1992 to 1995. And they share a 25-year-old son named Trey. According to Jada, it's very important to all of them that he can witness positivity and healthy interactions between Will and Cherie. And she says, quote unquote, that's very important that he can feel the connection and feel where they do meet. So he can feel the parental connection, she said at Red Table Talk. She said that is the important thing. So what are your thoughts about this? Do you think you would be able to, Black, specifically you, because you're a little possessive, do you think you would be okay with your man or your woman going on vacation with their ex?
First of all, when you ask me that question, don't say man or woman. You just got to say woman.
Okay, woman.
Yes.
No, you got that phobia over there.
No, I'm not okay with it. I mean, I understand where she's coming from, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this is my rule. If I fuck you once, I can fuck you again. And if we've been married before, I can fuck you whenever.
And you're my baby mama?
Yeah, and we have a child together. Yeah, I can fuck you whenever the fuck I want to. And on vacation together, a week long with no pussy is a problem for me.
What's the point of going on vacation with your gal?
Well, she said.
But your son's there too.
What they got to do with this thing?
I'm just saying, like, I get it, but I'm not down for it. Because if we go down, like, let's say that I got a baby mama,
right,
and I got a wife,
right,
and my baby mama, ex-wife, whatever you want to call it, wants me to go on vacation. I'm like, yeah, that'll be good for me and the baby, or me and the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cool. We go down. Shit, a week into that, like, actually not even a week into that, a day or two into that, I'm ready to bust a nut.
I feel you.
And I'll probably be able to make it happen.
I mean, if I'm going on vacation with you and you're my girl, That's kind of expected.
But ex-girl.
Oh, ex-girl? I mean, still. Why are we going on vacation?
I'm putting myself in this situation. I don't trust myself going on vacation with any of my exes for a week. Like, even a weekend. But, like, we're going to say a week. I don't trust myself to do that.
I'm with you, Black. I understand that that's their thing. They have the open relationship, and that's their thing. But I couldn't do it. You're not gonna go on a excursion with your ex, because I know what's gonna happen.
I'm smashing first night, and I expect you to smash first night.
And even if I don't know what's gonna happen, I'm not gonna
leave that door open.
Leave that door open.
You can't.
No.
You can't do that.
It's not. I mean, it's not safe.
It's not safe.
I was gonna say it's not healthy.
It's not safe for
but
either one of them.
apparently it's healthy for them and their relationship. And
that's what they do.
Yeah,
so,
I feel that. But yeah, I'm too possessive for that shit. Like, but hey, you going on a trip with your ex-husband? I'm coming with you
too. Yeah,
I'm coming with you.
We all going.
Yeah, we gonna have a good old family time.
Yeah, all the kids going.
Yeah, everybody. My kids, your kids.
If your mama wanna go,
daddy,
she can
kids,
come.
mamas, daddies, everybody. We going. This is
already.
gonna be a family
Yeah, we gonna
vacation,
go,
and you staying in the room with me
already.
and you ain't out my sight. Well, I can't say out my sight. That's too possessive. But like, I don't.
Y'all ain't finna sneak away or nothing like that.
And I feel like the positive interaction could come from, okay, mommy and daddy aren't together anymore. Mommy's wanting to go on a vacation. Daddy's coming, but daddy got a new wife, and daddy has other kids, so they're coming too, and we're all going to be a big-ass family and have a good-ass time.
Plus, all the kids are pretty much grown.
Yeah, so they've seen enough parental connection.
And Trey is the oldest, huh?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
25 years old. Yeah, man, bullshit. But it has been said, Jada thinks she's slick.
Yeah.
It has been said that they kind of have like a open relationship, kind of like swingers.
Right. It's well documented that they have open relationship.
Yeah. So Jada might be okay with if they go on vacation and they're screwing. Because
know what? She
when
probably knows.
Will comes home from vacation, he screws her, and then
she's probably screwing while he's on vacation.
So I want to know is who are you screwing, Jada?
That's what we want to know.
That's
Jada.
what we want.
Probably the nigga from Monsters Ball.
Jada probably would still be screwing Tupac if he was still alive.
But she probably wouldn't even be with Will.
Right. Or she probably be screwing Will and be with Tupac.
Yeah, you go.
I don't know about that.
You don't think so?
I don't know that
Nah,
Tupac was
ain't
down
playing
for
none of
that
that
shit.
shit.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Will would have been dead fucking around. Just saying.
All right, well, that wraps that up, and we're drawing near, so we're going to go ahead and get into social media trolling. Then we're
Are
going
you trolling?
backdoor with, I got some positivity.
Hey, so is Black talking or saying
Yeah,
anything?
you're going to come to Black's
stalker.
talking after this.
Are you
Okay.
surfing or are you trolling?
Okay, so there is a man. He's traveling the U.S. to mow lawns in every state. And his stop this week was actually in North Texas, Dallas specifically. He's an Alabama man. On Tuesday, he came to Dallas. He posted, actually, I saw the post, that you could comment on the post, and he was going to be mowing lawns for free, no charge. Rodney Smith Jr. is the founder of Raising Men Lawn Care. He's traveling across the country to mow lawns for the elderly, the disabled, single moms, and veterans in a mission that he designed to help people get back to their community and to promote awareness for the youth of the future. He challenged kids to go out into their community and mow 50 lawns. He calls it the 50 Lawn Challenge in his organization, which will give kids shirts for every 10 lawns.
Real quick,
that they mow.
sorry. One question. He wants each child to mow 50 lawns?
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking
That
grass.
is, you know what?
That's
But
That's
he's
a lot of
taking
grass.
it back to back in the day. I remember when my brothers and my cousins on a Saturday, my dad and my grandpa would load up the truck and they'll go literally mow all the elderly people in the neighborhood. They don't do that anymore. You don't see young men getting up and going and mowing the elderly's lawn. So 50 lawns is not a lot, but in society today, yeah, we think that that's a lot. But 50 lawns, he's not saying that you have to do it all in one day, but
well, that's impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, even in one summer.
Like that's a long. That's a lot of yards. That's a lot of yards.
Spoiled ass. See, look at society.
No,
this is America.
Yeah, that's just a lot of. That's a lot of yards, bro. Like
50.
50.
That's a lot.
In a summer. How many days?
But y'all rather go and hire the immigrants to mow your lawn.
Yeah, because they got riding lawn boys and they
probably mow 50 lawns in a week.
But
probably, but it's a team.
But in that concept, though, I would rather pay the guy that comes and cuts my yard every other week because that's his business. That's his business.
Hey,
that's how he supports his family.
I cannot.
That's how he supports his family.
I cannot.
He don't go to work every day.
All right, so real quick, we only got what?
No, leave it alone. Leave it alone. We talking about this now. Fuck Black is talking.
1 minute.
That's fine. We only
go
got
on
1
and talk then, Black.
No,
yeah, we only got 1 minute, so
no, yeah,
you can touch on it.
No, that's a lot of yards, and like on top of that, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like boost the economy.
Yeah,
because they get paid, they go buy shit, and then the economy builds up.
No,
that's how economics work and shit.
This guy cuts our whole neighborhood, so that's. It ain't 50 yards, but it calculates.
But
you know what I'm saying? He feeds his family.
I watched it. I've watched it when I was living in Houston. I had a yard guy to come cut my yard every other week. And this nigga came with one of those self-propelled lawnmowers the first time. And the second time. I walk outside the third time he's cutting my yard. Because he cut so many yards, him and his brother, he has a ride lawnmower. It goes like 10 miles per hour in this bitch. Cuts my yard in like 15, 20 minutes.
All right.
So there's that. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank everybody for listening wherever you're listening from. We appreciate you. We'll see y'all next week.
Class is now dismissed.
Yay. You've been listening to The Block. If you miss any part of the show, you can catch us every weekday, or you can download the podcast on VillaCooleradio.com. School is over, and we out.
Texas born, Texas raised, down south we pump UGK, we was riding dirty, swinging and swerving, that money calling got us getting up early, Texas born, Texas raised, down south we pump UGK, we was riding.